August 7 changes have come up, and they're like, oh no, there's no more AI. We have a lot of humans
Yeah,
coming in and giving the scores. So
right.
that AI narrative is actually now out of the picture. So can you just tell me, like, for those students who
Hmm.
are coming with us with such inquiries
Yeah.
and queries, what do we tell them here? Because we usually say this is an AI, it's an AI driven test. It's
Hmm.
definitely it's fair.
Yeah.
There is no human involvement. You're going to get the test scores. If you do it well, you're going to get your right scores,
Right.
right? But when this change came, I don't know what to say, and we would love to hear
I,
your
I,
answer to
I'm,
this.
I'm grateful that you've asked this question because we
Yeah.
need to clear the air.
Yeah.
See, PT has gone through changes, and in fact, every test that's there in the market, or maybe every product, every service led product goes through evaluations, goes through changes, and
Yeah.
goes through innovations.
Yeah.
The end user is kept at mind while we make any changes to the test. Okay? Essentially, in the crux of it, PTE still remains the same. You are a trainer. I know you're asking me this question, but for a given fact, not much has changed,
Okay.
right? Now, I'll come to what has changed, but when I say human oversight in PT, that's always been there.
Okay.
A lot of people, layman, even me, if I would construe AI as automation.
Yeah.
So when you say AI, people think about automation, and that's where the mind goes.
Yeah.
But one thing that I want to clarify here, and I think this is the right platform to do so, AI doesn't always mean automation. It can also mean machine learning. So when it comes to machine learning, even prior to the changes, there were humans involved in the assessment process. There were humans involved in the research. There were humans involved in the concordance studies as well. So, number one point, PT has not made major changes. We've introduced human oversight so that a student gets an opportunity for his wider skills to be assessed. Now, I'll give you one example. I am at a test center. I have a very bad sore throat. Okay. Now, we used to hear this earlier very often that I couldn't complete my sentence because I coughed in between, and I'm not sure how the algorithm will judge it. Now, because there's a human oversight, because there is a monitoring that's happening, there is a scope of this not going into an automated scoring, right? A human can give them a benefit of doubt if at all there is a problem. A wider range of assessment is being carried out here. So I don't see a major change with the test as such. We've added certain new questions, we've added human oversight, but essentially the test remains the same. It remains the same. And in fact, we've also done concordance to see the toughness of the test prior and before the changes. We've not increased our difficulty, neither have we decreased. We're still the same. We're still the same. So, honestly speaking, and this has come from the horse's mouth, from the students as well, they are not facing a lot of difficulties in getting scores even now. As long as you're prepared, as long as you have the format right, as long as you have your strategies in place, you can go ahead. The only thing is pre-memorized responses, templated responses. These gimmicks would not work. Yeah. So we've been evolved to a more better and efficient test, I would say. But other than that, there are no major changes.
So I think for the clarification for the students would be that is no more like mugging and
Yes.
those kind of things are not going to be accepted anymore in PT. You need to actually put in some sort of effort.
Yes.
Get your
You can work on strategies. You
Yeah.
can work on, I mean, trainers like you can guide them on how do you actually create a mind map or a strategy
Yeah.
and then come up with your own sentences.
Exactly.
But there is a need of working on vocabulary. There was always a need. PT is an high stake English language test.
Exactly.
We've never said that it's an easier test. We've always said that it's a simpler test. So I think the need continues. You need to have your vocabulary strengthened, your grammar, pronunciation, but focus on the format of the test.